how did you approach training and driving adoption for employees? As we think about, one, you modernized your ITSM system, so we have to think about the change there, but then also shortly after rolled out My IT Digital Assistant to those groups that previously were not rolled out to.
Absolutely. So as far as launch preparation, the way we were thinking at it, because a topic like this has many, many stakeholders. You have service teams, you have your UX colleagues, you have your service management team, service desk. Like there is a lot of topics that connect with this. And we were trying to figure out what would be like the most important things that we need to take care before launch. And one of the ways that we approached it is, what are like our top talkers when it comes to service? What are the services that end up having a lot of tickets or just is used by a lot of our users? Because sometimes many tickets is not only that there's an issue with the service, it's just used a lot. And then we reached out to those service teams and explained to them the potential of this chatbot, and also had them review their knowledge. So we asked them to set a target to cover for about 80% of all typical issues that they get for their services, to have some kind of resolution or answer or guidance to these users when they come to the chatbot. And with this, we were confident that when users come to the chatbot, maybe they don't get an answer to every question that they have, but as long as we took care that it was for the most frequently used services and most common issues, then we were in a good space, because you can never be 100% ready for a launch like this, right?
Yes.
So, and the other thing is also to make the users aware of what is the scope of the chatbot? Like, what can it do and what can it not do? In our case, the chatbot is in the IT domain. So we had the name IT in the name of our chatbot. We call it My IT Digital Assistant. With that, the hope is that implicitly the user understands that this bot is meant for IT support. But of course, if this is much broader, then you probably have to approach that conversation differently. And we also are talking with colleagues in other domains on what this platform could mean for us in Siemens. But for now, the decision was like, let's make sure that the scope is crystal clear to our users so they don't have any confusion about what questions they can expect answers from. Our users still try different questions to see if we have answers for them, but maybe that's more out of curiosity. So working with our communications team and our user experience team to create like newsletters, presenting in different regions and business units, and just spreading the message through champions. So people who are excited about this and also would like to further amplify that message. So we empower them also with resources and materials. Another idea that we're working on is also for service teams, when they feel that they're ready for with their services on the chatbot, they can also put it on banners and their email signatures. So they get a lot of emails, and so if it's part of their banners and email signatures, maybe next time they will try the chatbot first. So yeah, those are some of the few ways.
Yeah, a lot, a lot that goes into planning for that, for sure. And I think we went over it over a few months of planning together to make sure everything was executed flawlessly. And there's a lot of managing user expectations in there. You talked about My IT and being very crystal clear that this is what your chatbot is for. And I know we talked a little bit about multilingual support and that we currently have 9 languages that are supported and looking to expand. But I'm also curious, how have you ensured the bot meets the multilingual needs effectively? Because I know that's something that I hear from a lot of my clients as a concern. Is this really going to meet my users' needs from a regional perspective?
Yeah, so majority of our knowledge is written in English. And now with machine translation being at a very good maturity level, I think we can cover for most of the use cases where users, let's say, prefer to get the answers in their common language. And the way we've selected the languages is the top 9 languages based on like where most of our employees are and where we see some of the requests coming in the native language. That's how we selected those languages. And also I want to highlight that it's not just the self-service bot knowledge, it's also the live agent handover. So we have the ability where users can interact with the bot, and if they don't get the support they need to within that same experience in the bot, that they are transferred to a live agent, and then they can continue to talk in their own or chat in their own language. Yeah. And what the technology or the platform then does is it dynamically translates that to the agent who primarily supports in English in the back end. And then when they type a response back, it's translated back to the user's preferred language. Another thing I wanted to say is that sometimes users are comfortable just talking in their language, but have no problem reading in English. Like, so there is also a little bit of this that we've learned over time, where they want to just be able to converse in their language, but can understand or read through English articles and then execute their instructions on their own. And also, we know that sometimes users have a communication gap when they try traditional channels like the phone, where they speak in another language. Maybe they don't understand the accent of the other person. So from those perspectives, I think it's really great technology to get people the information that they need, have it more accessible, and solve some of these common issues.